I'm a structural geologist, and so that means that I study, it's like the architecture of Earth's crust. It has to do with what happens to rocks in the crust of the Earth when they're subjected to forces, to stresses that cause them to bend and break and fold and crack and change shape from how they originally were when they first formed as rocks, to form into things as big as entire mountain systems like the Appalachians. So things that I do research on range really over those size scales. I'm very interested in how entire mountain systems form. So like the entire thousands of miles of the Appalachian Mountains, and why the shape of those mountains, not just at the surface that we see, the up and down topography, but the shapes of the rocks and how they're bent and twisted and faulted. The short answer is I was born this way. I never wanted to be anything else other than a geologist. When I was a kid, there was a time when I wanted to be a geologist in space, and there was a time when I wanted to be a geologist at the bottom of the ocean, but I pretty much always wanted to be a geologist. Looking back, I think it's because in the neighborhood where I grew up, there were a lot of interesting geologic features, and at the time, I didn't know what I was seeing, and I didn't quite know what questions to ask about them, except why is this here and why is it different from what's in my backyard? And why is what's in my backyard different from what's in the woods? So one part of my talk is I've made sort of a small geologic map of the neighborhood where I grew up. That was in Virginia. And the different observations that I made and what I've learned about what those tell us about Earth history and how the Earth works.